This is Dabu7. We have Russia throwing some accusations out there that some are saying are pretty wild. But they're saying, hold up, it's not wild, they have proof. And what they're doing is they're taking these Ukrainian soldiers that they've captured. They're taking blood from them. They're testing them. And they're coming to find out that these guys are what they're calling mutant type of soldiers. Meaning that they've had some kind of chemical concoction, some kind of new age drug concoction injected into their system. And they believe, Russia's saying that they believe that a lot of the biolab stuff that's going on within Ukraine is connected to this as well. And that these are like zombies running around. Dudes jacked up as high as they can get on whatever they're injecting them with. Now, they say that they're seeing a lot of weird signs in connection with this, with hepatitis being tied into it. And all in all, they're saying that when they witness these guys battling on the battlefield, you hear stories about guys getting shot multiple times and just keep coming at you like a zombie. That's what's happening. Dudes getting limbs blown off and still coming at the Russian soldiers, and they're freaking out. Russian soldiers on the front lines have been caught doing a lot of crazy stuff too, because they don't want to be there, shooting themselves to get off the front line, booby trapping their own equipment. It doesn't seem like anyone wants to be fighting this war except for the globalists, except for the beast itself, because it's nothing but everyday people at the bottom. That's right. And Russia keeps saying that this is happening because the United States is making it happen. So all these threats, all these warnings Russia's thrown out there about attacking the enemy like lightning. If you get caught arming Ukraine, they're going to hit you like lightning. What do you think's going to happen? For how many years have they baited the American populace with Russia, Russia, Russia? Come on now. Something huge is going to come here in the offing sooner than later. And this area very well may see a mini nuke or a mushroom cloud of sorts of something. I really feel like the biggest moves in this region have not been seen yet. But this is some of the latest. Russia is saying that it's losing because of experimental mutant troops coming their way left and right. I'll break this down further on the next live stream. Make sure to join me. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. You'll find links below. Hit that subscribe button for more. It's been Dabu7.
Wow. Hey, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Noise in the gospel, bro. Lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It's the priest Mahalaya coming back with another lesson through the spirit. Man, strange shit is happening, man. And yep, we're definitely going to need that power. All right, and it shows it here. Russia says it's losing because Ukraine has experimental mutant troops created in secret biolabs. And that's one reason why, out of several reasons why the Russians allegedly invaded Ukraine's, because of the biolabs that America has set up under the Ukrainian guisemanship, so to speak. Like you had a certain group of people, Nazi-led government officials that was running the Ukrainian government and the military, and then you had the other half that wanted Russia to come in and pretty much take their land back and reunite them back to the old Soviet Union. And find out that Biden and a lot of these other Western officials, his son, had ties to these secret biolabs out there in Ukraine, man. So it makes a lot of sense as to why these soldiers are pretty much superhuman. Okay? And damn, it feel good out here. I'm not even gonna cap. They was talking about a heat wave. It feel good out here. It's a nice breeze. It's 90 degrees, but it's no humidity. And literally, it's like a nice breeze. Feel like 85 or so. Feel pretty good. But anyway, neither here nor there. But if brothers ever saw that movie called Universal Soldier, where you saw or heard about the Super Soldier program, or you watch what they call Captain America, he was basically injected with this serum to give him superhuman abilities, man, and basically almost impossible to kill because he had this particular serum that was in him. And they've been talking about these genetic experiments of mutating these soldiers for decades, man. Like if you play Metal Gear Solid, you go into the Los Infantes Terribles project, which is basically creating genetically modified soldiers out of the clone, or cloning soldiers from one of the most world's top soldier by the name of Big Boss. Okay, and Big Boss was like the world greatest soldier at that time, through the time of the Cold War, okay, during the time of the Gulf War, etc. He was one of the top guys, man, at that time. So what happened was they mutated his genes and they created something which is called the Genome Army, okay, which is the army that you had in the first Metal Gear Solid. They were basically, the IQ levels were just like literally on point, but at the same time, because they created so many embryos out of 6 embryo types, because it was really 3 sons they created out of Big Boss. I believe it was 6. No, it was 6, and then they had to sacrifice 3, okay, or really 4, which turns out to be 3 in order to get the 2 dominant ones, which you had Liquid Snake, Solid Snake. You had Solidus Snake, okay, which Solidus wasn't really hinted at until I believe Metal Gear 2. I think it was 2 or 4, if I can recall. But nonetheless, the 2 main prototypes of Big Boss was Liquid Snake and Solid Snake, and they were basically super soldiers, man. Okay, which one having the recessive gene, and the other one was being injected with what they call a fox dye, which pretty much it accelerates your age. You know, Snake was like a 30, 40-year-old man, and he looked like he was in his 60s, because they pretty much accelerated the genome experiment. And the genome soldiers that were part of the Lost Infants Terribles project, basically they were a prototype of Solid and Liquid Snake and Big Boss, but they were pretty much failures, because though they were high IQ, they still were defected, and they wasn't as great as soldiers as Solid and Liquid, or even remotely close to Big Boss. So this is kind of what you got going on over there, man. And they show you a lot in these video games that what they're doing, man. That's why the scriptures say that the so-called white man Esau Edom, he searched a diligent search in the heart of them, and the heart and the minds, or the mindset of these Edomites, it's very deep, man. Okay, so with that being said, man, we gonna need that spiritual power, because you better believe that Esau, man, he's gonna pull some shit out of the hat. Like the brothers were speaking a couple of days ago, Esau, man, he's at the point now, he's gonna pull it all out, because he's losing. Okay, and you think that he's not gonna pull it out on the Russians, especially when the Russians are a primary prophecy, or a pivotal point in prophecy that's gonna aid into the total demise of the Western Empire? He's gonna pull it all out, man, from the experiments, from the pestilence, to the super soldiers, to the zombies, to the tactical nukes, to everything. And on top of that, shit, the men of the Lord. Because outside of the Russians, his biggest threat is us. Okay, even though we may not understand our type of power, we may not see it, okay, but this man knows something about us that we don't even know. Like Vegeta gave a speech about the Saiyans when him and Majin Vegeta and Goku, after their fight was ended, Goku picked up on the senses of Majin Buu, okay, and Vegeta was basically downplaying it. He was like, well, look, man, he said the Saiyans have took a place in a universe which is greatest overseer can predict, meaning that nobody known how powerful the Saiyans was until they was that powerful. And that's what Vegeta was hitting at. So Esau, he knows something about us. That's why he's experimenting with these particular genome soldiers, man, injecting them with serum and shit like that, man. It's gonna get real. Okay, so hey, brothers, we getting ready to be activated, because some way, somehow, we're going to need some type of spiritual enhancement, even on this side, in order to fester through the dark days of Jacob's trouble, which is swiftly upon us. Okay, now when we come down from those ships, that's when I say we're going to be truly untouchable, because we're going to have those new bodies. And even then, you're going to have genome soldiers or super soldiers that we're going to have to really put down. Okay, because hey, we're going to take over this world, man. All right, so I got a quick precept real quick. This is the book of Jeremiah 50, and I'm going to start at 21. It says here, thou art my battle axe, Salakia, 51 and 20. It says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Okay, who is it talking about? It's talking about the creature. And it says, for with thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. And with thee I will break in pieces the horses and his rider. Okay, those the military men. Okay, it says, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider. So the military, okay, the armies, the weapons, man, it's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, and we are gonna have to be activated. We are gonna have to be healed. The Lord is gonna have to turn us up, man. We're gonna literally have to become X-Men out here, and Esau knows that, man. Okay, and he's putting it in his movies. You know, like all these movies with spiritual power, Captain America, the fucking Avengers. You know, watch that movie called it's a movie on Netflix called The Boys, Brightburn, which is one of my favorite, by the way. Brightburn is one of my favorite superhero movies, man. Okay, you got The Watchmen. You got Captain, what is this? G.I. Joe, the one with the ninja assassins and so forth. You know, I was actually in the process of watching that movie. I may finish it tonight, Lord's will. But basically, man, we're going to be trained up through the spirit, and we're going to get that enhancement, because if not, man, we're going to be destroyed. Like if we are who we are now, and we try to go up against one of these super soldiers and these particular bots, and we're going to get slaughtered out here, man. Okay, and looking at it from the outside in, Esau like, man, you niggas ain't got a chance. And he's right. Technically, we don't have a chance right now. Brothers are sick. They got infirmities. You know, brothers are literally going through shit, man. The mental is getting stressed out. It's all types of shit that we're not equipped. Okay, but once we put our full extent in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, we're going to be equipped to fight this fight, man. And it says here, and with thee I will also break in pieces man and woman, and with thee I will break in pieces the old and young, and with thee I will break in pieces the young man and the maid, and I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, okay, which is the damn churches, and with thee I will break in pieces the husbandmen and the yoke of oxen, which is the farmers, and with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers, man, okay, governments, man, okay, dictators, senators, leaders, presidents, okay, elites, and that's just to name a few. And I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea all of their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, says Yahweh. Okay, and that's the point. So we're gonna have to be activated on a whole different level, man. And it's coming, brothers, man. That power and healing is coming, because the scriptures say that the Lord is coming with healing in his wings, man, and we need to be healed, all of us. All right, so it says, nearly 5 months into the senseless war against Ukraine, Russia has concocted a wild new explanation for why the Kremlin plans for the quick takeover fell apart so spectacularly, because the Ukrainian troops were turned into superhuman killing machines. This shit seems like a damn Wi-Fi movie, man. Super healing killing machines, man. Are you crazy? That power is coming, brothers, man, and the Lord is showing us that the power is finna come. All right, just here in a little while, any day now. Okay, and it says doing secret experiments in American-run biolabs, of course. It says, never mind the moderate reports of the Russian troops refusing to fight by the thousands, but sabotaging their own shoddy equipment to even deliberately wounding themselves to abandon the war. Russian lawmakers claim that the real setback of Moscow was drugged up of Ukrainian soldiers, man. Okay? And that's the point. It says, bizarrely, she also claimed that the presence of hepatitis A antibodies in the Ukrainian prisoners' blood of proof was American biolabs conspiracy, since a former health minister for Ukraine was a dual Ukrainian American citizen who had woken to acquire drugs for the treatment of hepatitis in the country. Wow. It said it's quite possible that this was about testing these drugs on military personnel, but the claims appeared to be a new take on the biolabs conspiracy theory that Russia Defense Ministry has routinely rolled out to try to justify the war. Wow. That's crazy, yo. So yeah, brothers, be prepared, man. Okay? So this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 3. And I'm going to start at verses 6. It says, as gold is tried in a furnace, he have tried them and received them as a burnt offering, okay? Which is a sacrifice. And it says, in the time of their visitation, they should shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. That's literally instant transmission, man. Like when you watch them DBZ shows and they're literally moving at the speed of the speed of light, breaking sound barriers. Hey, that's stat right there. Instant teleportation, man. Like Yahweh Shai, he had the power. Yahweh Shai was able to teleport. He was able to transfigure. He was able to use the fourth dimension and cloak himself. Okay, he was able to fly. Okay, like when it says that when he created a mountain. Okay, that was it says he created an image of a mountain, roughly paraphrasing the chariot. It says that he flew upon it. So he literally flew upon a mountain. Hey, he didn't have bat wings. He just did it through raw and sheer force of understanding the elements on how to fucking manipulate the damn elements, man. Okay, because a matter of power, like if you go into the periodic table of elements, it show you how to convert certain energies over to certain energies and particular elements into certain particular magnetic fields and manipulating fire. Like if you watch that show called The Last Airbender, man, they showed you particular how to deal with the elements, man. Okay, and we got access to that because guess what? The elements reside in our being, in our DNA. And Esau knows that, man. And that's why he's bugging the hell out. All right. And it says here, they should judge the nations. And how we going to do that? By having spiritual power. and have dominion over the people, and the Lord shall reign forever. And they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love should abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect, which proves that the elect is going to get the spiritual power, man. Okay, not no bugged out emotional simp boy of you Israelites, man, and you other congregations. You ain't gonna get the power, man. Like Nate, you guys ain't getting the spiritual power, man. Johanna, you not getting the power. Hey, fucking Sakari, you niggas ain't getting the power because you believe in the damn guns, man. Okay? Here the Lord clearly tells us that he's gonna raise us up to be a battle axe, but yeah, you Jakes are talking about, oh, we need guns. No, man. Okay, we ain't gonna use no damn guns because we don't need them. You see? So this is the book of Acts, the first chapter, in Acts 1, and I'm gonna start at verses 8. But ye should receive power that at the Holy Ghost has come upon you, and ye should be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem, in all Judea and Samaria, and into the utmost parts of the earth. So yes, man, the men of the Lord are gonna receive spiritual gifts in order to fight this damn devil, because we're gonna need it, man. Okay, because us as ourselves, we're dead. Okay, there's no way in hell we gonna win. Jake don't work. No matter how many weights you lift, how many miles you run, how many laps you swim, how many backflips you can do, how many spinning back kicks you can do, you ain't doing nothing with no genetically modified soldier, man. It is impossible. He will literally pick you up and split you, man. So yes, brothers, we're gonna need that power, and this proves it. All right. So matter of fact, one more precept. Bow of steel. The scriptures say we'll break a bow of steel with our arms, man. Bow of steel, T-E-L. There we go. Yep. Psalms 18:34. And it says here, matter of fact, let's start up at verses 30. It says, as for the power, his ways are perfect, and the word of the Lord is tried, and he is a buckler to all those that trust in him. A buckler is like a shield. Buckler like a weapon, okay? A buckler is something like an instrument of war. It says, for who is the power save the Lord, and who is the rock to save our power? It is the power that girded me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. And he maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setting me up upon high places. Now, if you look at ninja shoes and you look at hinds' feet, if you see that cloven foot, okay, like a hind is a very strong animal, man. It's a very strong hoof behind that. But if you look at ninjas' feet, they basically they're like split like a hoof, man, which give them the ultimate ability of balance and stealth. Okay, because when a ninja run up on you, which ninjas were used for missions of espionage, man. Okay, like if you go to Japan, basically ninjutsu or the ninja sect was basically their equivalent to the CIA, because they go on assassination missions, man, and espionage missions, you know, and they do what they have to do. But overall, man, that ninja foot, that cloven foot, that's basically the ultimate stealth, man. Okay, and it says here, and he making my feet like hinds' feet, and he's setting me upon high places, right? Looking up and down, like when Batman, he sits on top of those stipend or those staples, he can sit down and you would never see him, because hey, he teleports. Well, not teleports, but he blends in with the atmosphere, so to speak. Same thing with Spawn, man. He sits on top of this cathedral and he just looks down on a dark city. Okay, and we're gonna literally be squatting on you Edomites, man, and you heathens. And he teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken in my arms, man. And thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand that holdeth me up. And all thy gentleness he have made me great. Okay, and that's the point, man. And it says, and he have enlarged my steps under me, and my feet did not slip. And I pursued my enemies and overtaken them, neither did I turn again until they were consumed, right? Because David won many strongholds, man. He put the Moabites in subjection, put the Syrians in subjections, he put the Ammonites in subjections, okay? Totally slayed the Philistines, put Esau in subjection. David killed thousands of men, man. Slayed them because the Holy Spirit was upon them, man. Okay, and we're going to get that same like ability in the coming days. Lord's will, we found worthy. So I'm going to end it there, brothers, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations be to the elect. And with that, Shalom, Wa Ba Ba Ba. Shalom.